The New Yorker's still a big deal for me. The thing is out. It's selling out across America, so far as I could tell. Because I bought 100,000. No, I did buy 100 copies. I haven't bought it in many years, but I did buy 100. Why shouldn't I have 100 copies? I want to give them to all 99 grandchildren of mine who I don't have. New York City, WOR. Barbara, welcome to the Savage Nation.
Dr. Savage, I think that the article in the New Yorker is going to benefit you very, very much. The author very realistically portrayed you as the man that you are. You're what I would call fair and balanced. And you sort of come across as a lovable curmudgeon, which is the way you do come across a lot of times. I think
can be. I can also be just an unlovable curmudgeon, depending upon the day and where you catch me. But it's not really so much about who I am. It's really more about the art form of talk radio, I think.
Well, it's giving a side of it that other people hadn't known about, I think, and they're going to read this, because I've been reading I'm your age, I'm 67. I've been reading the New Yorker since I was in high school, and I feel the same way about the magazine as you do, except I've been disappointed with their liberal leanings for quite a while.
But that's true with all of the print magazines, which is why many of them are diminishing in sales. It's one of the reasons. I keep saying it's not just about diminishing advertising revenue, which is a factor. It's because the audience that would be naturally buying these magazines generally is more conservative than the editorial policies of these magazines, so people don't want to contribute to it.
I know, I agree. It's not just their advertising revenue going down, it's the content.
Right. Why pick up a magazine that continuously slams everything you believe in and lauds everything that you know to be culturally degenerate? That's really what people are thinking. Barbara, thank you for calling the Savage Nation. Let's go to Washington, D.C., one of the hundreds of stations that I'm fortunate enough to have on the Savage Network. WTNT in Washington, D.C. Sharon, thanks for calling. Go ahead, please.
Dr. Savage, do not give in to that draconian caller that said, don't talk about art. I live for those moments when you talk about art. You're the only one on talk radio that does, the only one that does, and we love you. You are just...
See, the women, but you're one of the 12 women Savagettes across America. There's only, of the 8 to 10 million listeners, there are 12 women listeners. You're one of the 12.
I love you.
I love sometimes women come up to me and they smile and they say, I'm one of the 12 Savagettes in America. You know, women have a sense of humor that I think is a little different than men. Not that men don't, but I think women are a little more giving with their humor. Thank you so much for that call. I'm getting more PC. As I say how nice I use the word so much. That's like a thing going around for 2 years now, like a virus. It started about 3 years ago in West L.A. I heard it from callers out of Hollywood. When they'd say in that saccharine way, thank you so much, that 9010209 kind of so much thing, that kind of Marin County hug with the hips out backwards so then there's no sexual content. You know, that saccharine, thank you so much. That went around for a while. I'm capable. I'm learning. There's a few words I have not, I've chosen never to use. I don't like the word cool. I won't use it because I used it when I was 18. Like, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool. Mainly uncool people use the word that's cool. So I don't use it. I don't smoke them. I don't talk them, and I don't need them. Never smoked them, whatever. Never toked them. San Francisco. David, San Francisco. Welcome, KNEW land. What's on your mind?
Hey, Michael. I was at a bookstore, magazine store yesterday buying a copy of the New Yorker, and a guy was in there, and he says, oh, my God, another right-winger in San Francisco? I can't believe it. So we shook hands.
Wait. You mean about you buying the New Yorker?
Yeah.
Well, how did he know you were buying it to read about Michael Savage?
I just asked the clerk, I said, do you have the new New Yorker? He says, yeah. And the guy says, oh, I'm looking for that, too, to read a story about Michael Savage. I said, oh, yeah. I heard the webcast. I thought it was great. I thought the article was fantastic. Did a great job. I think he knows.
So the distinguished book clerk sneered at you?
No, he didn't sneer at me. He just kind of smiled. He knew there were two right-wingers in there.
Oh, wait, you're saying he actually was on the right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm overly defensive. Pardon me.
the other patron that was in the store was the one that says, "Oh, another right-winger in San Francisco." And the clerk,
oh, what? You know what? It's illegal. It's illegal to be a right-winger in San Francisco. When did it become illegal?
Yeah, he said, "Oh, I guess we're gonna have to cover our faces when we leave the store."
Yeah, maybe they could put you in a pillory in San Francisco if you don't adhere to the Communist Party line.
You got it. Anyway,
all right. Thank you for doing that. The real Michael Savage, Kalefa Sena on a shock jock's unexpected side. It's on the front flap, along with healthcare hypochondria, lost in Siberia, and will the Kindle kill the book? I don't even know what a Kindle is. A Kindle, when I was a child who lit a candle. A Kindle? Kindle is a candle. Why did they have to change everything on me? Will the Kindle kill the book? A Kindle apparently is an e-book that you can download for a fee from one of the sites. I don't know. I'm going ahead and printing books still like it's yesterday. I still live in the age of the Gutenberg press, which is 1999. You know what I mean? To me, when I hold a book is still real to me. I mean, I read the internet incessantly. I've ruined my eyes from it, but I grew up reading books. I grew up reading papers. I grew up reading magazines. And to me, they still have a power and a magic. They do. So when I self-published Psychological Nudity, and I went out of my way to get high-quality cover and a high-quality, I picked the type and I picked the paper. I made a good paper. It has a magic to me. I don't know, a Kindle downloading it. Okay, that's a new, I could sell a book on my website that way, I suppose, but I'd rather you take the book home and see Teddy and I. 1-800-449-8255. I don't know. I can't really grip today. I can't catch today. I'm trying to catch today. You know, they say seize the moment, seize the day. And I'm going to tell you something about talk radio as an art form. Some days I come into the studio, one of the many studios I come into, and I can literally seize the electrons in the air. I can grab them, I can condense them, and I could throw them out through this microphone like Shazam bolts into your ears. I can't do it today. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. There's something going on in me that has to do with the New Yorker article. I got to tell you, let's talk about that for 3 minutes. Because I don't want to overplay it, but on the other hand, I don't want to underplay it. I know I've been going on about it for 3 days. Let me explain what's going on inside of myself so I can understand it myself. Because talk radio for me is somewhat of a confessional booth. You know, a Catholic goes into a confessional and talks to the priest through the, right? In some ways, talk radio to me is this confessional booth. Or certainly not every little intimate detail of my life am I going to talk about on the air. I'd be insane. But on the bigger issues, I find talk radio to be quite therapeutic, and it helps me formulate some of my thoughts the way I'm forced in the moment to express them to you. So let me deal with this, okay? Just as the Catholic is reluctant to lie to his priest, and the Jewish person is reluctant to lie to his cardiologist, I am reluctant to lie to my audience. That's a joke. I made it up the other day. I saw my cardiologist in the mall, and I made it up for him. He laughed hysterically. It is funny. You know, for a shock jock, I do quite well. I mean, I realize I only have a half a brain compared to the geniuses on the left who love Karl Marx and Che Guevara, but I do the best I can in my own limited way. So, okay, here's what's going on. So the New Yorker article comes out, and I have a letdown, an exhaustion. A malaise sweeps over me. Did you ever get one of those days where your head's foggy? You can't go into radio any day with a foggy head. You can't do it. It'd be like trying to fly a plane, and you should call in sick that day. A fog comes over my eyes. I've gotten these in the allergy season where I can hardly perform, but I've pushed through it. Whatever, a lot of coffee, caffeine, I was going to say, a lot of caffeine. Sometimes I'll even eat chocolate, which is a disaster for me. But I can't do that right now. So I go on the air, and like yesterday, I'm unfocused. I do a fairly good show, but I get off the air, I'm dead. I'm just dead. I can hardly move. I feel like a disease has overtaken me, an exhaustion. So thoughts are, let's see. I've had so much bad news for so long, and I so feared that the New Yorker article would come out and be another blow that I was ready for, right? I mean, I had 3 months of the worst months of my adult life now, unrelenting. Now, I got to tell you, it's having a very bad effect on me. You look at World War II. Don't laugh, by the way. 7 days a week, 24/7 under siege. All of those men who fought that war, most of them they didn't live too much longer after World War II. These 3 months have they've taken a lot out of me. I won't quit. I'm a fighter. I will fight until Jackie Smith's gone. I'm going to fight until my name is exonerated and I win my reputation back and I win back my legal costs at the very least. I'm not quitting. Don't get me wrong. But it takes, something out of me. I can pace myself. Okay, so now I'm ready for battle every day. So I know the New Yorker article was supposed to come out 2 months ago because he did this interview I don't remember when. It was in April, I think. Came out here, we did it. We thought it'd be out in May, then it wasn't in May, then we thought June, then this thing happens to me. It's going on and on and on and on, the English thing, and every day I'm expecting a New Yorker article. I'm saying, okay, it's not bad enough that they've slandered me in England, putting me in with murderers and terrorists. And it probably came from someone in the Obama administration from Chicago, one of those wonderful, excellent people who took sound bites out of context. But now the New York